Righto guys, welcome back to another BAW YouTube episode. As you can see, I am in the driver's seat of a 70 series dual cab
Is that
LandCruiser.
noise that you were talking about?
That knocking noise?
Yeah.
That was there before the test drive?
Yeah.
Anyway, do you want me to start again?
Nah, keep going.
Okay. I have just finished fitting a 6-speed automatic from Wholesale Automatic Transmissions.
Thank you very much.
Brent did a little bit, I did a lot of it. Anyway, we just thought we would take you all for a drive just to talk a bit about this and a bit about that and what's going on in the world with all the LandCruiser stuff. And
well, do you think they're actually gonna kind of keep doing V8 stuff, considering now Toyota's bringing out this whole 4-cylinder automatic thing?
Look, everyone online on Facebook and stuff are talking about, no, you can't take any more orders as present for a V8, but if you have one on order, you might get one, you might not.
Do you reckon they'll actually fulfill the V8 that are on order? Or do you reckon they're just BSing it and it's just going to be 4-bangers?
They're struggling enough to just get V8s to the market now. I don't think they're going to be able to uphold the rest of the orders, but hey, who knows?
I mean, when did we order ours? We've had one on order
March
since
last year or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, pretty much.
That's nearly 18 months.
It is.
Quick
Been a while.
maths. But yeah, I don't know. It's one of those things that's like, oh, it's a V8, but hey, this new 4-cylinder with an auto behind it, I reckon
The numbers look good.
could be on paper, not to put it out there, but on paper, it makes more torque and kilowatts than the actual V8 itself. So that may hurt a few people, knowing that a 4-cylinder is pushing out more power and more torque than a V8.
But it's not a V8, Warnie.
Yeah,
I want a V8.
but who cares?
Who cares?
Could be just as nice in the 4-cylinder.
I reckon if they still did auto conversion for the new one, I'd still do it. A V8, that is.
Yeah, after seeing
sure.
more and more photos online of the new ones and the dash and stuff, the dashes look pretty cool. They got like a nice retro look.
I think the front's still kind of cool. Everyone's like, it's just a 75 series.
I think regardless, it'd all come down to whether Toyota can reach emission laws and stuff with the V8. Because like when this first came out, everyone was like, nah, FTE's best engine ever. And then this came
You were
out,
like, FTE's best
a
engine
lot of people were up in arms that they were losing the 6-cylinder and the V8, and then you got all the V8 boys. I still miss his 6-cylinder.
That was turbo too, wasn't it?
Yeah.
When did they start doing the turbo?
06 was the last year of the FTEs. And I think
Yeah. But before that, they had HT or something, was it?
They had the 1HZ. But I think they had them at both at the same time, the 1HZ and the 1HD
That's
FTE.
right, yeah.
I think the first year was like 96 or 7 or something like that for
When
the
they
FTEs.
whacked the turbo on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
But I don't know. Look, someone will have one of these new ones and do something cool to it, and then everyone will jump on that bandwagon, and then it'll just be LandCruiser craze all over again.
You don't think they're going to die though? Especially like from V8 to 4-cylinder, especially when you can go buy like a 1500 Ram or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know. Everyone's always just like that Toyota reliability. The American stuff seems to be a bit, not hit and miss, but it seems to be a bit harder to get parts and whatnot for, especially Rams. I know for a fact that it's very hard to get parts for them.
Yeah.
But as the market comes more and more to Australia, I think it's going to
better. Especially with like the F-150 coming, and apparently the Tundra coming.
And especially if you can get them factory right-hand drive, like what Chevy do.
Yeah.
At least with the Fords and stuff, like you can get that right-hand drive. I feel like you'd have a lot less issues than someone else doing the conversion.
I think that's probably where most of the issues come from, hey, is because you've got so many different remanufacturers doing the conversions.
Just have a lot of people's hands in the pie.
Yeah, no consistency to it,
and then
etc.
it gets kind of messy after that. But
look at that V8 automatic power. I don't know.
All the HPs. I don't know, but in saying that, like we've had so many Rams turn up in the last week.
Yeah.
But
they're very convincing, aren't they, when you get in them?
They are. Look, they are very nice to drive.
And big and leathery and fancy and
they're,
stuff.
they're actually comfortable to drive.
Not that these aren't. You
it's
gotta.
it's a totally different feel.
You got to do it.
You're
Yeah,
comparing
it is a different
apples
feel.
to pears, which are just.
It is. It's not the same thing.
It all really comes down to what your needs are as a person, as what you're going to use the vehicle for.
Well, I still hope if we ever end up getting ours that we've had on order for I don't know how long, that it, one, is a V8, two, would be great if they did put an automatic behind the V8, but I don't think that's a thing.
No, I think if you're going to do it, you'd have to go aftermarket.
Yeah. And then,
which it still could be an option. Toyota
Exactly.
could just be holding their cards close to the chest and not letting
True.
anyone know and just keeping that unknown.
and then three, hopefully it's new model.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
want
look, I don't think the new
the
shape.
old one. We've already got one, so it's like I'd go the new shape V8, manual still, whatever. But I think I would want to auto convert it in the new one.
And it's one of those things, it's human nature to like what you know.
Yeah, definitely.
So if you've known this one for so long, you're like, nah, I don't like the next one because it's just something different.
Maybe.
But yeah, I don't know, there's a
Maybe.
market for everything. There's a market for the American stuff. I think the American stuff's very good in the fact of like big towing. If you're towing
Oh, yeah.
heavyweight
Big
constantly, all the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, the 70 thing, it's always been a more rugged Australian, get
Reliable
parts anywhere,
parts.
do this, do that,
Yeah, they don't break as
do
much.
any track.
Debatable, some people would say, about the not breaking as much.
Yeah, like we have a lot of customers that do a lot of stuff and they're putting their cars through a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And they don't seem to be having any issues. So,
Proof's in the pudding.
who'd know?
But
Who
anyway,
would know?
I still think, like you said, American market is growing. I
Yeah,
don't know if it's going to
100%.
be as big as what people think it's going to be, like as in take over everything, but I don't know. It's got its place, but like you said, the versatility, I'm going to say that word, of having a 70 compared to, say, a 1500, any form of 1500, is the 70 can kind of do it all, whereas a 1500, yeah, sweet, you can tow something big, but can you do everything that a 70 would do with a 1500 series? I'm going to say no, because I've kind of seen it,
Yeah,
to be honest.
it's tough because we get
It is tough, because,
people spending 200-300 grand on this, including buying the car.
yeah.
Or they
yeah.
could jump straight into a 1500 and
Correct.
spend, say, 20-30 to do.
So I think, like you
the
said,
same
it just
thing.
depends on what you want at the end of the day and what
Yeah.
you're using it for. I'd totally buy a 1500 with a good GVM, that is,
Yeah.
to just tow. Like if you were just touring and towing and you weren't off-roading a lot, they'll still off-road, that's for
Yeah,
sure.
they will. It's just you got to pick your place because of them
Yeah.
being so long and wide and stuff.
Correct.
But like, I think if you're going to spend 90% of your time on the bitumen,
Go one of those.
an American thing's a good thing.
No, I reckon it would be.
But if you want to do like the whole off-road, actual
I think
see
if,
Australia,
if you want to tour Australia
Then-
and you want to do all that extra stuff, I don't know.
one of these.
I reckon they'd do most of it, but
And it's the same debate.
questionable still.
Same debate with the 200 series, 300 series thing.
It's a big trailer, eh?
That's the BE double.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same debate with the 200 series, 300 series thing. It's like,
Yeah, what's actually better?
yeah, everyone that's jumped out of a 200 that gets into a 300 is like, oh, this is better than the 200. But some people
I've
are
heard a
like,
lot of
"Nah."
people that are like, oh, I wish I didn't sell my 200
Yeah,
series.
so it seems to be a bit of mixed results,
Yeah,
and honestly, it just comes down to the personal opinion thing again.
Yeah, I think so as well. Tell us what you think in the comments below about that. What would you know, do you think it's personal preference, or do you think there's something out there that would kind of tick all the boxes for everyone? Let us know.
Like, and especially since they're using the motor out of the Prados and the Hiluxes, like they have
In the new one?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
that's
have
going to be
been
super
known
interesting.
to have issues, but
Mm.
hey, who knows if they've refined it or changed something differently and done something a little bit different. But yeah, let us know your thoughts on this
That.
whole LandCruiser American new one model 4-cylinder auto manual V8
Yeah.
thing that is going on.
Love it.
Obviously, we'll all find out at the same time what Toyota actually want to do and what they don't want to do, but yeah, for the meantime, we're all just sort of flying blind and doing as we're told.
Doing with what we can get anyway.
Yes,
well.
100%. Look at that. Why would you buy a Navara?
Navara.
Navara.